Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We're in Vancouver, Washington today for the Association of Washington Cities annual convention. And joining me right now, Zwicker, who's a council member for the city of Renton. Thanks so much for coming on the program.
And thanks for having me.
You bet. For those who aren't that familiar with Renton, tell us a little bit about how many people call it home roughly and what makes Renton unique.
Well, we're 90,000 citizens now. We've had some recent annexations and we're considering some more, including the West Hill Skyway area, which would get us about another 15,000. I think probably what we're known for is Boeing.
Sure.
We're luckily just received the 737 MAX and quite thrilled with that and looking forward to all the potential that that'll bring with the continued Boeing presence for years to come.
So you have quite a few residents, but during the day your numbers even swell because
it does
of
swell
all the
up.
people.
We get a lot of people coming into work in Renton, and we keep that in mind when we're putting together programs and economic outreach and that type of stuff.
Speaking of programs, you all have a strong neighborhood program. Tell us a little bit about it.
We have a very strong neighborhood program that's been in for many years. We have quite a few recognized neighborhoods, and what they do is they apply it to the city, and what that gets them is opportunity to qualify for grants in city services. And then we do an annual picnic every year through the summer, so we're just heading into picnic season, which is a lot of fun, where we roll out some games and fun and that type of stuff, and make hot dogs and serve lemonade, and get a chance to actually meet one-on-one with our residents and neighbors and help them get to know each other a little bit better.
Sounds like a strong program that's going to continue.
It's a great program, and it has full support of the administration and the council. It's been for quite a few years, and it will last well past me, I'm certain.
Talk a little bit about the neighbors, or not the neighbors, excuse me, the volunteers of Renton, because all people know a great community really is resting on the shoulders of not only workers but also volunteers, those who take pride in their community.
Absolutely, and that's, it's a good start with the neighborhood program. Is first we get them active in the issues that face them on their doorstep, and then it gives them the opportunity to get to know the city and the different opportunities that we have for them to volunteer and participate citywide. And in 2011, we get an incredible response. We had over 4,500 volunteers. We calculated donated over 62,000 volunteer hours, which translates to over $1.3 million in cost savings. And that ranged everywhere from, helping with community cleanups, to working at the Salvation Army, to volunteering as a greeter at City Hall. And it's just incredible opportunities for youth, regular-aged, middle-aged, and seniors to be a part of the city. And it's a great program, a great opportunity for people to give back, but also to help those services that you need when budgets are tight.
I was just about to say, volunteers are always a welcome asset, but in tight times, a sluggish economy, so many cities have been relying on volunteers. Really, they couldn't make it without them. You
have to have them. You have to have them in good times and in bad. But with the tight budgetary times we've had with the recession, they've really helped us keep things open, offer services to communities like lunchtime programs and that type of stuff during the summer. And again, it can't be done without volunteers. It's just you don't have the city staff. No one does to really meet all of these needs, and the volunteers fill that in, all the way to emergency preparedness. And our emergency response plans are heavily reliant on volunteers in the neighborhoods. And it's just a great program and something we truly, truly value in the city of Renton.
An initiative you recently kicked off, New Clean Community Initiative.
The Clean Community Initiative is something that actually works also well with the volunteers. What we found is that, in a nutshell, you have some issues, as times get tough. Maybe a neighbor that gets a little older, can't quite keep up their yard and that type of thing. If a neighborhood wants to come together and help that neighbor out, what we found and what struck me was that you can get the neighbors together, they need to take some trash away or that type of thing. Well, they shouldn't have to be out of pocket, for that. It's enough that they volunteered. So we created a fund. And we also partnered with Waste Management to be able to do, like if you're doing a cleanup, to bring you a dumpster, or if you're running the pickup trucks to the dumps, you can submit to the city for reimbursement. And so we kind of took it from, volunteering's a lot and very appreciated, and let's see how the city can help with some of those little expenses that come into play.
Zwicker, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers Headline News at the top and bottom of the hour.